All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we've got the Pathfinder Adventure card game, Wrath of the Righteous base set. I took the lid off of it already because, holy moly, getting into it's tight fit. Let's put it that way. Anyway, what do we got here? Like I said, we're just doing a kind of a box opening thing. Try not to blather on about what the rules are like or anything like that. So you got some counters, which one already fell out. Bag for your counters. You've got a rule book and the decahedron, icahedron, tetrahedron. Yeah, anyway, a Wrath of the Righteous World Wound Incursion. So this is a adventure deck. You can obviously buy more adventure decks and stuff online or from your, preferably from your local game store. Looks like some yeah, all these cards. You got Blessing of Omadia, Elaine, male human cavalier. I'm not sure if these are character decks or what. And, well, that's obviously a monster. Sacred weapon, or these are all spells, powers, whatever. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, the box is pretty deep, and it's filled with advertisements. You know, the entire box is covered with advertisements. So anyway, I bet you, take a look at the rule book, I bet you there's even more advertisements. So base set says here you got 500 cards, 7 character classes, wide array of gear, magical accoutrements, 6 paths to mythic power, dozens of allies, monsters, villains from the adventure path. And yeah, adventure deck, which begins your journey through the Wrath of Righteousness adventure path. So, you know, they're definitely, this is the base set. So you're expected to go out and buy more stuff, character add-on deck, class decks, monthly adventure decks, other, you know, buy from Ultra Pro, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Should have cracked into these decks to take a look at the cards. Or at least brought a handy knife with me, because I always have trouble with these, even though the plastic's thin. I want to get out. Wow. Pardon me while what am I doing? I'm kicking my own ass. Alright, let's see here. So let's see what we got here. Cards are pretty flimsy. Alright, so you got your character, male gnome, summoner, arcanist, ranger, inquisitor, half-orc, human cleric. And you got more, looks like you got some monsters, you got some allies, this scenario cards, location cards, monsters, it feels like, or possibly more allies or monsters. But yeah, it's pretty flimsy. Adventure deck. Not sure if you're supposed to. Oh, there's this encounter right there. Or token, whatever you want to call it. So we got a pretty broad. It's you got the tray layout, tells you what to put in the trays. card sets, example sidebars, new sidebars, table of contents, and the card setup, which looks pretty complicated. Choose your character, build your character, trade cards. What do you do? Choose a card. Let's see. It says you got to organize them, but what do you deal out your cards? Let's see. Yeah, it's lots of little examples and ways to set up your character. Some explanations of the characters themselves. Of course, tells you how to fight, cast spells, resetting your hand after the scenario, ending a scenario, adventure path, rebuild your character deck after you're done, and some more explanations of story cards, location cards, support cards, allies, monsters, and then an example of play, which is always nice. Things to keep in mind. So yeah, I guess your suggested deck list. So the optional starting card lists for the base set, 4 characters in the add-on. All right, so gives you suggested. So this isn't a trading card game. Obviously, it's I guess what they call a living card game, right? Is that what they call that? But anyway, so that's the adventure card game Pathfinder, which of course is also a RPG with the Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition, 4th edition, whatever it was. And there are plenty of those books out there and everything like that. We've taken a look at some of them. It's pretty simple. Seems to play just like Dungeons and Dragons, you know, back in the day. Not back in the day, I should, you know, maybe 20 years ago, right? 3rd edition? When did that come out? Oh, heck, I don't know. People, you know, back then, I think, yeah, it might have been 98, right? 98, 99? Anyway, long time ago. But, yeah, it's, you know, it doesn't surprise me that they've gone out in the adventure card game world because, you know, because that's a big thing, you know, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, everything. But, you know, got to make your way into the stuff. The only problem is with these things, you know, they're trying to get you to buy more stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you enjoy playing the game, figure it out, play the game, you know. It says it takes you a whole hour and a half to play the game after you get set up. So, you know, it's good for a game night. Anyway, that's all I have for today. We'll see you the next time on Perdido Key Gaming.